My name is Mechanic Dave, and I'm coming to you broken down on the side of the road.
What's up, everybody? My name is Mechanic Dave. Bet you didn't recognize me at first. The true ranching vehicle, the Ford Bronco, in its pure glory, you might add. This truck has served me very well, but the one thing I do have complaints about is it's a little dull at night. And by that I mean you can't see shit on the roads. These headlights are super fogged over, as you can tell. There's a lot of fucking just wear and tear. These are original 1995 headlights. It's only natural that they'd be so worn out and glazed over the way they are. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to restore your headlights and how to make your ranch vehicle way better to see at night. Then you can actually see your cattle. All right, so we're doing things the right way in my greasy mitts. Obviously, the first thing you want to do is put on some gloves. So, ooh, that is a sexy feeling. I don't understand why people like this shit. All right, got your gloves on. Next thing, safety glasses, because you don't want any of this shit getting in your eyes. So, safety glasses, and of course they're bald eagles because, you know, America. All right, now we're getting on to the tools to use to take away that ugly glazed look. So what you're gonna want is you're gonna want the head of an axe at first, all right? That's gonna take off the heavy varnish. Next, you wanna grab some 1-grit sandpaper, and you're just going to want to rub that all over the headlights. That'll clean up the scuff marks from the axe head and kind of smooth everything out. Then we're going to go to our 220 grit. This is a really high grit sandpaper, like for finishing, all right? This cleans and smooths everything out, and we're going to put some water on it. That's called wet sanding. You obviously want to wet sand because you don't want to leave heavy, deep scratches in your headlights. Then we're going to take some rubbing compound and this clean microfiber, and we're going to just polish the headlights up. And before you know it, they're going to look super shiny. So let's get right on it. Like I mentioned before, you want to take your axe head. It doesn't have to be sharp at all. In fact, the duller the better. And I'm going to go ahead and just go in lines. You don't want to go back and forth. You don't want to do that. That is bad. You want to go nice and straight. Nice and straight. You don't want to do that. So, do as I say, not as I do. All right. All right. All right, so that takes off a good layer of all that heavy varnish. I mean, look at it. Look at all that. You could probably put that in a bag and sell it to Tony Montana. All right, onto the 1-grit. All right, next, we grab our 1-grit. Now, it's very important to choose the paper you want to use. All right, this stuff right here, this one right here is a prime example. This is called quartz. Quartz is a crystalline rock. And what it does is it just smooths everything out. Look at that. Oh, yes. Back and forth. That is being smoothed way down. It actually is. Holy crap. All right. All right. And you see the quartz isn't even damaged. Now, time for the 220 grit. Like I said, this stuff is really high grit. It's also really expensive too, like fucking almost $0.01 a roll. It's absolutely insane. So what I like to do is I like folding it down. You fold it inside, outside, out there, left there, somewhere. And yeah, it's gonna make it really smooth. Oh, yes! Oh, look at that! Oh, make sure you get all the corners. What a rush. Wow. That's looking really good. Now we apply the polish, and it'll clean that all up, and it'll look mint. Oh, Jesus, that comes up quick. All right. All right, so you want to get a good glob on there. Oh, yeah. That didn't work quite well, did it? I actually see literally no difference. I feel better. This headlight especially has always been the fun one. I've always wanted to just that came out way more intact than I was assuming. That's more like it. That's the face of a happy man. That's the only bumper sticker I have on this vehicle, you know. The used ass AAA. Used. I think it's time for a new one. Something fitting. That was fun. I had fun. I always have fun doing little restorations like this. Some people call it restoration. Some people call it mindlessly destroying your vehicle for no apparent reason. I just call it a way to pass time in the afternoon. You know, I could be upstairs doing drugs, but instead I'm down here, you know, destroying my truck for no apparent reason, which I have no problem with. I'm good for either. It turns out that Bronco people, they don't like seeing their prized truck get beaten on. They don't like that. So I'm starting to get minus RP in the Bronco community, but I'm okay with that. So if you ever want to see this truck again, I'm pretty sure you're curious on what's going to become of the front end after just a little overkill. Yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, comment what you want to see with this. Some people were saying you should put the axe through the windshield. My buddy who owns a Civic, go figure, he said I should put a dildo on the hood. Why his mind instantly went to dicks, your guess is as good as mine, but JT, you know, Spencer's is open during COVID, dude. You can just go down there and get yourself a dildo. You don't need me to provide one for you. So I'm sorry, but I'm not going to put a dildo on my hood. I'd much rather put the axe through the windshield. Now that gets me an erection. I didn't mean any of that. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Just remember that this truck means literally nothing to me. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes. How dare you?